Never Death Row Production. Mike Tyson, next heavyweight champion of the world. Everybody else for.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. It is Saturday, May 2nd. Looking back at yesterday, our ladder play did come through for us. We go 3 for 4 on our first parlay. The Dodgers do not come through for us. They shot us in the foot there. I'm currently waiting on this Mets-Angels game to go through to wrap up. The Angels are currently losing 4-3 going into the 8th inning. I need them to win this game. We're 2 for 3 on this parlay. The White Sox are currently winning. I think it's like 8-0 right now. We picked the White Sox to win. I was a little bitch. I wanted to play them in the parlay, but you guys already know the rules here. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball here on tap today. It's Saturday. Guys, Outlier Sportsbook. The link is down in the description. Sign up with them. The first week is free. Also, at the end of the video, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, you guys know how we do on the weekend. We're gonna run through these games super quick, get to these picks. The first game up, 1:30 start. We got the Orioles in New York taking on the Yankees. Kyle Bradish on the mound for the Orioles. The left-handed pitcher Weathers on the mound for the Yankees. Bradish here on the mound for the Orioles. This is a guy every start pitching 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. Looking at the matchup here today, he has terrible splits versus lefties. He's gonna see 5 left-handed bats. Ben Rice in a prior game had a home run off of him already. The Baltimore Orioles bullpen, it was heavily taxed. We was talking about it yesterday's game. They were heavily taxed coming into it in yesterday's game. They're still not in good shape here today. I can see Bradish giving up 3 runs. This Orioles bullpen coming in, giving up another 2-3. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Weathers on the mound for the Yankees. He got roughed up at the beginning of the month of April by the Angels. 4 innings pitched, 5 runs given up. Since then, he bounced back against the Royals. He pitched 6 shutout innings. Last week against the Astros, pitched into the 6th, only gave up 1 run. Today, looking at the matchup for him, he's going to see 5 right-handed bats. Another thing I like about those 2 games, his back-to-back last 2 starts, they were heavily right-handed bat lineups, just like this lineup he's going to see here today, and he came out pretty well. Right-handed batters are still batting .263 against Weathers with 5 home runs. The Yankees bullpen is in very good shape coming into this one, so even if Weathers gives up 3, like I'm projecting him pitching 5, giving up 3, Yankees bullpen will come in and shut it out. Weather, looking at the weather here on Ballpark Pal, it's projected to be fairly good. It's projected about 3-4 home runs in this game being hit. Strong gust of wind blown out to right field. Let's get to the picks. The Yankees are the betting odds favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Aaron Judge in this game to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Blue Jays in Minnesota taking on the Twins. Dylan Cease on the mound for the Jays. The left-handed pitcher Prelip on the mound for the Twins. Looking at Dylan Cease here on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's looked good to start off this season. The big thing with him, he does not go deep into games. He pitches about 5-6 innings in every start. He is a strikeout pitcher, which leads to him having a high pitch count, getting taken out early. Looking at the matchup here today for him, this lineup is 6 right-handed bats. He has very good splits versus righties. I can see him going about 6 innings, giving up a run. The Blue Jays bullpen is in very good shape coming into this game. On the other side, we got the left-handed pitcher Prelip. He's had 2 starts this year against the Mets and the Mariners. He gave up 2 runs in both of them, only going 5 innings. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's seeing a Blue Jays lineup that's been hitting left-handed pitching very well of late. On the season now, they're batting .243 versus lefties with 8 home runs to go along with it. I can see this Blue Jays team getting about 2 runs off of Prelip, him going 5 innings, turning it over to this Minnesota Twins bullpen. We talked about it yesterday. They've been terrible on the year. They're highly taxed coming into this game. The weather today shows that it's going to be about 60 degrees throughout, but there is going to be 10-mile-per-hour winds blowing from the diamond straight to the outfield. Let's get to the picks here. The Blue Jays are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like them here on the money line. The game total set at 8, and I do like the under 8 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking George Springer of the Blue Jays for 2 total bases in this game. Next up, we got the Diamondbacks in Chicago taking on the Cubs. Nelson on the mound for the D-backs. Imanaga gets the start for the Cubs. Looking at Nelson here on the mound for the Diamondbacks, he started off the year looking strong. His last 2 starts against the Blue Jays and the Padres, 8 innings pitched, 14 runs given up. Today, looking at this matchup here, he's going to be seeing a Cubs team that's batting .267 versus right-handed pitching. They continue to hit the ball well of late. In their last 6 games, they're batting .260 as a team. I can see this Cubs lineup coming out today, getting 3-4 runs off of Nelson. This Diamondbacks bullpen, I should say, is in very good shape coming into this game. They've been playing well of late, so I can see them coming in and stopping the bleeding. On the other side, we got Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs. This is a contact pitcher, a guy that relies on a lot of pop fly, a lot of ground outs. He relies on contact. This Diamondbacks team is killing left-handed pitching. They match up very well versus Imanaga. I can see a bunch of runs getting put up here by the Diamondbacks. And then the biggest thing in this game, in my opinion, the Chicago Cubs bullpen. They are in absolutely terrible shape coming into this one. The arms that's going to be available for them, that's going to leave them vulnerable late. I can see the Diamondbacks getting 3-4 runs off of the Cubs bullpen. Ballpark Pal has this rated as the lowest rated game on the schedule. Wind 15 miles per hour blowing from the outfield straight into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Cubs are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the over 7.5 total runs. On to the player prop. I'm taking Marte of the Diamondbacks for 2 total runs today. Next up, we got the Brewers in Washington taking on the Nationals. Harrison on the mound for the Brewers. Griffin gets the start for the Nationals. Kyle Harrison here on the mound for Milwaukee, off to a very good start this season. His last 2 outings, he's looked dominant in those. Earlier this year, though, he saw this Nats lineup. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. Both Wood and Abrams had home runs off of him in that game. Looking at the matchup here today for him, this Nats team continues to kill left-handed pitching. Both of those guys both Wood and Abrams really match up well against them, as well as Curtis Mead. I could see Harrison coming out here today, pitching 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. Looking at this Brewers bullpen, they come into this game heavily taxed. Back-to-back days, the Brewers starting pitcher had to leave the game early with injury. This bullpen is taxed. I can see them coming in, giving up a run or 2 as well. Foster Griffin on the mound for the Nationals. He's off to a very good start this season himself. He saw Milwaukee earlier this year, pitched 5 shutout innings against them. Looking at the matchup for him here today, Milwaukee is continuing to struggle versus left-handed pitching, but there is 2 guys that's been killing lefties of late. That's Contreras and Frelick. So I could see Griffin in today's game giving up a run. This Nationals bullpen has continued to play very well of late. We talked about it in yesterday's video. They have now, in their last 8 games, they have a .275 bullpen ERA. Looking at Ballpark Pal, one of the lowest projected weather games on the slate. 18 mile per hour winds blowing from the outfield straight into the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Brewers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like the home dogs in this spot. Give me the Washington Nationals on the money line. The game total set at 7.5. I do like the under 7.5 total runs. I got this a 4-3 game for the Nats. On to the player prop. I'm taking James Wood of the Nationals to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Guardians in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. Sony on the mound for the Guardians. Lopez gets a start for the Athletics. Looking at Sade Ciccone here on the mound for the Guardians, off to a terrible start this season. 6.23 ERA, allowed 3 or more runs in all of his starts. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he has terrible splits versus lefties. In this Athletics lineup, there is 4 really good left-handed bats that match up very well against them. I can see this Athletics team getting 3-4 runs off of Ciccone. The big thing that was the advantage for the Guardians yesterday was their bullpen. It is not that way here today. They used a bunch of their good arms. The arms that will be available here today will give them a disadvantage late. On the other side, we got Wilson, the left-handed pitcher on the mound for the Athletics. He's looked terrible to start off this season. He has an ERA above 5. Seeing a Guardians team that's batting .245 versus left-handed pitching, I could see the Guardians getting about 2-3 runs off of him, but I like the arms available here today for the Athletics. Looking at Ballpark Pal, once again, you know how this small ballpark works out there in Sacramento. Plus 23 home run percent. Let's get to the picks. The Athletics are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 10, and I do like the over 10 total runs. For the player prop, give me Kurtz of the Athletics to hit a home run in this game today. Next up, we got the Reds in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Lauder on the mount for the Reds. Molzinski gets the start for the Pirates. Rhett Lauder here on the mount for the Reds, off to a very good start this year. Getting straight to the matchup, there is two guys that I worry about. That's O'Neal Cruz and Brandon Lau. If he could pitch around those two guys, I could actually see him going about 6 innings, giving up a run, having a successful outing here today. The Reds bullpen has been playing terrible of late, but the arms that's going to be available here today for them give them the advantage late in this one, in my opinion. On the other side, we got Molzinski. He's looked terrible to start off the year. This big thing, though, he's struggling with his command. Another big thing, this Reds lineup has gotten to him in the past. There is 3 guys that I'm looking at that really match up well against them. That's Sal Stewart, Ellie De La Cruz, and McLean. I can see all 3 of them getting to him here today, putting up some hits on him. The Pirates bullpen is not in good shape coming into this game. The wind, it's going to be a 60-degree day, but there is going to be a large, strong wind gust blowing out to the outfield from the diamond. Let's get to the picks. The Pirates are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing the Road Dogs in this spot. Give me the Cincinnati Reds on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the over 8 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking 2 Reds in this game. Give me Sal Stewart for 2 total bases. Give me Lauder, the starting pitcher of the Reds, to go over his line over 4.5 Ks. Next up, we got the Phillies in Miami taking on the Marlins. Andrew Painter on the mount for the Phillies. Max Meyer on the mount for the Marlins. Looking at the rookie pitcher Painter here on the mount for the Phillies. He's off to a bad start this year. 5.25 ERA. Struggling with his command. Walking a lot of guys in his starts. Looking at the matchup here today for him, I don't like this spot for him. There's a bunch of Marlins that do match up well against him. Like we always talk about, this Miami Marlins team is a contact team. They hit the ball very well. They don't really hit for power, but they do hit a lot of balls in the gap. I can see Andrew Painter, who throws, it's either he's throwing a ball way off the plate or he's throwing the ball dead over the plate. So I can see this Marlins team getting 3-4 runs off of him. I like this Phillies bullpen coming into this one. They still have a lot of arms available that's going to give them an advantage late in this game. On the other side, we got Max Meyer. He's actually looked very good to start off this season. Big thing with him, he has terrible splits versus left-handed bats. He's going to see some, the power lefties at the top of this Phillies lineup. On top of that, he has terrible numbers in the past against this Phillies team. The Marlins bullpen got hit up in yesterday's game. Yuri Perez had to leave a bit earlier than I think they would have wanted. So their tax coming into this one, I can see the arms that's available for them coming into it, giving up a few runs. Let's get to the picks. This is currently a pick'em spot. It's a 50 cents difference favoring the Marlins, so we're playing the Road Dogs in this spot. Give me the Phillies on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, give me Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the Dodgers in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. Sasky on the mount for the Dodgers. McGreevy on the mount for the Cardinals. Getting straight into this one, guys. We got Roque Sasky on the mount for the Dodgers. Guys look absolutely terrible this season. Allowed 3 or more runs in all of his starts. Looking at the matchup hit today for him, the whole top half of this Cardinals lineup matches up well against them. I can see Sasky coming out here, giving up 4 runs. The Dodgers bullpen is in good shape coming into this game, so I can see them coming in, stopping the bleeding. On the other side, we got McGreevy on the mount for the Cardinals. He's looked really good to start off the season. He's a contact pitcher, relies on a lot of pop fly outs, a lot of ground outs. The biggest weakness for him, left-handed bats, especially those power left-handed bats. He's prone to giving up a lot of home runs to lefties. He's going to see a lot of power lefties in this Dodgers lineup. I can see them getting back on track here today. The main guy I focused in on was Shohei. Shohei matches up very well against them. The Cardinals bullpen is the big thing. Even if McGreevy comes out there, pitches 5-6 innings, gives up 2 runs, the Cardinals bullpen is in terrible shape. They've been terrible of late. I'm expecting them to come in and let up a bunch of runs. Let's get to the picks. The Dodgers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the over 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, we're taking Shohei to hit a home run in this game today. Next up, we got the Texas Rangers in Detroit taking on the Tigers. Rocker on the mount for the Rangers. Montero gets the start for the Tigers. Looking at Rocker here, he's off to a decent start this season. This isn't a guy I have too much trust in. Looking at stat projections, they do project his overall ERA to be around 480, 490. So they do expect him to fall off a cliff eventually. Looking at the matchup here today for him, he's going to be seeing a Detroit Tigers team that's batting 260 versus right-handed pitching. They have 28 home runs to go along with it. They've been killing righties of late. I could see either Riley Green or Carpenter hitting a home run off a rocker in this game. This is a guy that throws a fastball in the low 90s. He's a low velocity pitcher. The Tigers kill this type of guy. The Texas Rangers bullpen has been playing very well of late. I can see them coming in, stopping the bleeding. On the other side, we got Montero on the mound for Detroit. He's played really well this season. He's coming off a bad start last week, but he's looked good overall this year. I can see him coming in as long as he pitches around 2-3 guys at the top of that lineup, especially Jung. That was the main guy that matched up well against him. If he could pitch around him, I can see Montero going about 5 innings, giving up a run. The Tigers bullpen comes in, giving up another run. The wind today, looking at the weather, I should say, the wind is projected from the diamond to right field, but it is around 55, 60 degrees, so it's going to be a bit colder. But like I said, there is a strong gust of wind. Let's get to the picks. The Tigers are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I got this a 5-2 game for the Tigers. I like the under 8.5 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Carpenter of the Tigers to hit a home run today. Next up, we got the White Sox in San Diego taking on the Padres. Burke on the mount for the White Sox. King gets the start for the Padres. Getting straight into this one here, Sean Burke is off to a very good start this season. He's looked really good. The big thing about him, he's a contact pitcher. He pitches for a lot of contact, a lot of pop flies. This Padres lineup right now, the left-handed bats is what worry me for Burke in this game. He has terrible splits versus lefties. Left-handed bats are batting 268 off of Burke this season with 4 home runs to go along with it. I can see them getting some hits off of him, putting up some runs on him. The White Sox bullpen were able to preserve some arms yesterday, so they are in good shape coming into this one. They have been playing good of late, so I can see them coming in, stopping the bleeding if Burke pitches, let's say 5-6. I do see him pitching 5 overall, giving up 3 runs, but if he has a good outing, I can see him going 6, giving up 2. But like I said, the White Sox bullpen have come in and stop the bleeding. On the other side, we got Michael King. He's had some really good starts this year, and he's had some below average starts, you could say. Looking at the matchup here today for him, this is another guy. He pitches for a lot of pop fly outs. I can see this White Sox team getting a few runs off of him, just like we talked about with Marquez yesterday. Michael King's hard hit rate this season is up above 50%. That's what the White Sox has a lot of success off of. The Padres bullpen has been playing bad of late. They've not been playing well in their last 7 games played. This Padres bullpen has a 4.70 ERA, so I can see them coming in, giving up a run or 2 themselves. Let's get to the picks. The Padres are the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're going back to the road dogs in this spot. Give me the Chicago White Sox on the money line. The game total set at 8, and I do like the under 8 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking Vargas of the White Sox for 2 total bases today. Final game of the day, we got the Mets in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. McLean on the mount for the Mets. Detmers on the mount for the Angels. Looking at McLean here on the mount for the Mets. Off to a very good start this season. He's going to be seeing an Angels team that's only batting 230 versus right-handed pitching. They strike out the 3rd most out of any team in Major League Baseball. McLean is a strikeout pitcher. I can see him working the K's today, having success against this Angels team. Going about 6 innings, 7, maybe giving up a run. On the other side, we got Detmers on the mount for the Angels. He's looked solid to start off this year. He's had 1 or 2 bad starts, but he has looked solid. He's seeing a Mets team that's not been hitting left-handed pitching well this year. 217 versus lefties with only 6 home runs to go along with it. They saw Quintana last week. He pitched 6 shutout innings against them. The big thing in this game, getting straight to it, guys, is both of the bullpens. I do not trust the Angels bullpen. So even if this game is late, if it's tied, I should say, if it's tied going late into this game, I give the Mets the big advantage in this one. Let's get to the picks. The Mets are the betting odds favorites in this game, and I'm playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8. I do like the under 8 total runs. For the player prop, I'm taking McLean, the starting pitcher of the Mets, to go over his strikeouts line over 6.5 Ks. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today. We start off with our ladder play. The Yankees came through for us yesterday on the run line. The win was $21.40, and today we'll be wagering that $21.40 on the Cincinnati Reds on the money line. We're getting them today at plus 118. This is our ladder play of the day. Next up, guys, we have our home run parlay. We're playing a 4-leg home run parlay here today. It's the weekend. Let's have some fun. Let's start it off with Aaron Judge of the Yankees. We're then going to play James Wood of the Nationals. We follow it up with Nick Kurtz of the Athletics. And we wrap up the parlay with Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies. This is our 4-leg home run parlay of the day. Alright, next up, guys, we have a 4-leg parlay we're playing here today. We started off with the Yankees on the money line. We're then going to play the Orioles-Yankees game total to go over 8.5 total runs. We're then going to play the Dodgers-Cardinals game total to go over 8.5 total runs as well. And we wrap up the parlay with the Detroit Tigers on the money line. And our final bet of the day will be another 4-leg parlay, all money line plays here. We're going to start it off with the Blue Jays on the money line. We're then going to play the Diamondbacks on the money line, the Athletics on the money line, and we wrap it up with the Los Angeles Dodgers on the money line. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. It's Saturday. Let's get our weekend started off right here. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. Hope we all win some money here today. And I'm going to catch you on the next one.